I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just got to drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That's not true.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. We are Melissa. It's just me. My name is Melissa.
And I am Mel.
And we're real life sisters. And we get on this podcast every single week and we talk about the goings on. We like to thank our sponsors,
My Bookie, HelloFresh, and BetterHelp.
You'll hear more about them throughout the episode. Thank you guys so much. All right. So listen, we start every episode. I thought about that. Pinky in the brain is what I wanted to do. Doing what I always want to do. Take over the world.
Take over the world.
Yeah. That's what my mind went to. But we start with the segment we like to call Long Story Short, where it is always the longest story long. It should only be about 15 to 20 minutes. It's also always about 45.
Amen.
And we always want to only do about an hour episode. Does the math? No, this is what we like to call girl math. Okay. Long story short, where we give every detail. All right. We actually didn't have a lot going on this week at all. Do you have a lot of things to talk about, or should I go?
Girl, you could go.
Okay, so I was talking to someone. In my notes, you'll see who I was talking to, but I won't say it aloud. Okay, and this person was having beef with their friends.
Okay.
In the division of friendship,
Yes.
one of the people unfriended the other person. Okay. Does it make sense? So one of the friends got unfriended.
Okay.
All right. So they're all talking about it. Oh, she unfriended me. So then the person that I was talking to goes to check and realizes they unfriended them, but they didn't remove follow. So that person was still following.
So it's as if I have removed you as a friend, but you could still follow me?
I'm still we following each other.
Okay.
And then you unfollowed me. So that means I'm still following you.
Okay.
Then I go to check and I'm like, so now it says follow back because you no longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So then they were like, first of all, I'm not your fan. If you are going to unfollow me, remove my follow from you.
Yes,
because I'm not a fan.
Because I'm not a fan of yours.
I have never heard it that way.
I haven't either. That's hilarious.
And I cried laughing.
I do too. That's great.
So freaking great.
If you unfollow me, block me.
No, remove my follow.
Can you you have to block them?
No, you literally can remove follow.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, I do this to people all the time. If you are in my comments and I listen, I don't actually often block people. I will restrict people because if you're in my comments saying things that are snarky,
yes,
I'll approve your comment first.
Yeah.
Because you think you're being fresh and always got something to say. Won't nobody see but me, you, and God.
Hello?
That's it. That's all. The other thing is, if you're in my comments and I don't see you a lot, but you think you'd be saying snarky stuff on not that often, I just remove follow. Don't worry, I won't show up in your feed ever again.
I need to do that. On what platform is this? All of them? Instagram.
I remove follow and restrict people. I only block people where I'm just like, you finna get blocked.
I block.
Because this is it. But I'd be like, oh, you were just bored and I became the target today? Girl, let me help you. You'll never be bored on my account again.
What can you do on YouTube? Can you do this as well? I need to be able to do this on YouTube.
You can block people on YouTube.
I need to do it.
Yeah, I block people on YouTube. But on Instagram, don't say it take a lot because some days I'd be like, girl, black. But for the most part, girl, I restrict people in a minute.
This is great.
I enjoy the restriction mo better.
This is great.
Mo better. Oh, I enjoy the restriction mo better.
That's hilarious.
So anyway, I thought that was funny because they literally said, I'm not your fan. Remove my follow. I said, hold on a second. The other thing is this. How far are we? I'm trying to debate how long into this episode. Oh, that's it? Okay, I could do this. So this weekend on Thursday, I'm headed out of town to New York to do wedding dress shopping.
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
And I'm very excited.
I am
too. My mom has never been to New York, and so I'm flying her in with us. She's going to go as well. Got her in a little swanky hotel and bought her ticket and treated her real nice. We're going to go to the MJ show.
Nice.
We're doing dinner. We're going to do a brunch. And then we have Germany's going to come as well. And she set up like 4 appointments. So we're going to go and look up. And so I'm actually very excited.
This is great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. Like I said, my mom's never gone to New York. And we did do the wedding dress shopping thing, obviously the first time around. I just feel like this time is it's just different. You don't remember doing this?
I just remembered.
Yeah.
Because we have a picture from it.
Yes.
Because we shopped for your dress and Monique's dress at the same time at David's Bridal.
At David's Bridal.
I remember this.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get my dress tailored or nothing, Jesus. When I tell you that dress was straight off the rack.
It was $99 on the rack. The $99 rack. I remember.
Take that off and now you shall wear it.
I should find that picture. That's great.
Yes. So, so we're doing that. I'm actually very excited. I'll have as much content as I can. We actually are shooting on Thursday as well. So I'm going from shooting and taking a red eye, traveling to New York. And then once I land in New York, I'm going straight to the first.
Fitting.
Yeah.
Mom gets there that same day?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. So she'll meet us at the second location that day.
Nice.
So anyway, I'm very excited about it. You guys can look forward to that content. And then the last thing is we went to the Lakers game.
We sure did.
And we had a great time.
It was fun.
We went on a school night.
Yeah, it was a school night.
All the kids went, the girls. I looped. Did I send it to you or did I just post it in my story? I looped this video of Micaiah telling me no.
Yeah.
When I tell you I cracked up laughing, she was adamant about telling me no. She would not give me any of this food that she had in her hand. And she told me no 11 ways. And it was just adorable to me. So anyway, the TV, I feel like she's so much calmer.
Oh my gosh, no. She's not calm at all. She's so not calm. She's so ridiculous. I just wish people understood how ridiculous she is. She's man. We be in there fighting. It'd be me, Greg, and her, and she be winning.
She wasn't even like a lot at the game, and
no, she wasn't actually. And I think that it's at home she's worse than she is in public, which I'm thankful for. Kind of.
What she be doing at the house?
Everything. I already told y'all she don't go to sleep. She still does not go to sleep. She just be.
Why would you pay all that money to sleep train her, and this baby don't go to sleep?
I don't know. I should get a refund. I really should. Somebody should give me some money back because that girl she's so funny. She's just funny. Anyway, I don't even know how to explain.
Oh, that's because you're lying.
How ridiculous she is.
You never have specifics.
I have had specifics before.
Like what?
Like the time in the the podcast studio where I literally recorded her doing the chip thing. You recorded
No, but you didn't have from beginning to end, so she was low key could have been framed. If the shoe don't fit, you must have quit.
The video of her not going to bed at my house that I recorded, where she had everything, but gummy snacks.
First of all, you be doing that Cat Williams edit. You run, and then all of a sudden it's a flip in the edit, and then you see the time. You can't ask me
for specifics, and then when I give you specifics, you have a response to all of them.
Yes, because you need a video from start to end. No edit, no interruptions. Otherwise, how do we know what's happening? It's all circumstantial at best.
Let me tell you what's not circumstantial. Without editing. And that is MyBookie. Gear up, sports fans. The national championship and NFL playoffs are here, and it's time to get in on the action with MyBookie. Don't just watch. Score big with exclusive boosted odds and huge prize contests that'll have you feeling the Super Bowl fever even before it hits. Whether you're a seasoned pro or ready to roll for the first time, MyBookie is your ticket to turning your sports knowledge into cold, hard cash. We love money, child. MyBookie has the largest online lineup of odds, contests, and Vegas-style casino games, making it your ultimate destination for all type of fun 24/7 right at your fingertips. If you've been waiting for the right time to get in on the action, the wait is over. Make your winning move today and sign up at MyBookie. Use promo code GJ to claim your deposit of up to $1,000. That's right. Promo code is GJ for an opportunity to boost your betting power. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the comfort of your home, because with MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere. Join MyBookie today and be a part of the winning team.
Very good, very good. Anything else on that got your mind going?
Yes, let's talk about being a part of the winning team.
All right.
Last week, we were talking about the 12-week year, and one of my goals was to accomplish making in a month's time frame, the same amount of money, actually more than that I've made when I worked at Netflix, which is no easy feat, let me tell you.
Yes.
And this month, January,
that's good. Fantastic.
The goal has been accomplished.
Yay!
I am so excited.
How do you feel accomplishing? Like, what does this mean for you?
You know, a couple things. The first is I just went to lunch last week, actually. One of my, a funny story from that, actually. One of my old colleagues reached out on Facebook, which I am hard. I get on sometimes, but she reached out and was like, it's been so long. We need to catch up. Sure. Let's go to lunch, whatever. And so we end up going to lunch, and she said, every time I go to lunch with people, a lot of people ask about you and nobody knows what you're doing.
Hello?
And I was like, oh.
Why am I top of your mind?
But because on Facebook, I don't post anything.
Oh, I see.
So she would, and that's where most of the people that I worked with live, right? On my Facebook. They're not on my other platforms. So she was like, everybody from everything you post is like your family. It's like you with your husband and your kids, or you with your sister, but like that's it. Yeah. So everybody's like, oh, she just loves her family. So she literally, the first thing was like, so what are you doing? So anyway, I started telling her, some of the things that I have going on, which was, she was like really excited. She's great. I loved her even working there. She got laid off last year, actually. So, all of that to say, she was saying how she has been interviewing, and I was like, the reality of life after Netflix hits when you like start interviewing, because Netflix is known to pay really well. And when you interview, you realize how much really well really means. Okay. And so she was like, girl, like nobody is really paying. And so anyway, I'm saying all of this to answer your question, which is that I was telling her and to Greg, the idea that the most money I will ever make is what I was making at Netflix. And now because I was laid off, and not by account of anything I did, but they just laid me off, because of that, now I just will never be able to make that much, is not okay with me.
Yeah.
And that has been like one of the major driving forces for me, which is like, I don't just get to experience like, oh, this is like decent living, and you guys take it away and that's just it. Like that, I'm going, no. Yeah. That's no. And so anyway, all of that to say, to be able to accomplish that,
that's huge, has
been like, oh girl, like you really did it. And it's not, you just get to live that life because of them, but you get to live that life because of you, and because of you working hard to accomplish that. So anyway, it's been like really motivating and inspiring to myself that, I was able to accomplish that.
And you're not limited to that. Like, you're not limited to whatever Netflix says is your salary, and that's what you'll be beheld to. Beholden,
I think. Beheld. Something like that.
That will be what you will be limited to until your next salary increase or annual review or whatever. Like, you now have more control over that. That's very exciting as well.
Absolutely.
So you accomplished this before your 12 weeks was out. Yes. So now, do you have another goal, or do you you want to do that again in February and again in March?
Yeah, I would like to sustain it first. I want to have it keep going. So that's my goal right now, is to like do it again. You made a hove, make another hove. Yes. I want to do it again.
That's hard to do though. Everybody can't make two hoves.
Hey, it is. So we'll see kind of how, what happens by the time my 12 weeks is over. Hopefully I'll have surpassed that goal and surpass even what I have been making each month, which is nice. For the last couple of months, each month, what I've been making has gone up. That's just good. Keeps increasing. So I'm like, okay, this is good. It's growing. Yeah. So anyway, by the time, Q2 hits, hopefully I'll be able to have an increased goal. That's my hope. But we'll see. So YSL helps, I will say.
YSL helps.
YSL trial. It's been helping.
Yeah. So are you going to, or we'll come back to this at the end of March, so you can tell us again if you did it. Well, you might say it again in February, but like how the whole 12-week year has been
my
going.
Trend.
Are you done with the whole book?
No, girl.
Me either, actually. I have like an hour left.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't have a lot of pages left, but I have pages left. I'm not done with the book. because I've been watching trials. I'm like, I got to meet my goal, but I also got to be inspired and remember what you're teaching me in the book, but I don't have time to read the book. So,
but you're implementing it enough.
I am every day.
Yeah. I have I have 54 minutes and 28 seconds left, but my problem is I also started The Mountain Is You. And I have 4 hours and 18 minutes left on that.
Jesus.
It's very good though.
Jesus.
If you want to get read for filth, you should read it.
I do. I need to, once I finish this one, then I
actually don't think you self-sabotage as much as I do though. And The Mountain Is You is about self-sabotaging.
Oh, I should give it to Greg. No shade.
He could read it. I mean, it's great. It's really great at kind of like helping you recognize your patterns and like what you're doing and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. Not that it's revolutionary, but a lot of it is just nice to rehear again. So anyway, you can read it, but I just finished the 12-week year and I think you'll be good.
We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anything else? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm very excited. But no, that's it.
Okay. Moving on to Pop the Trunk. Listen, life has been slow since we've come back from the holiday break for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I haven't been outside that much. I feel like all I've been doing is working. Listen, Courtney just told us we have a dinner tonight. Let me tell you how bad I am. I saw it on the calendar last week. I said, oh, this isn't real. So like I just had planned not to go to dinner. And then this morning, Courtney texts, what are some of y'all favorite restaurants in like Hollywood? And Kev said one, and he said the same one I was going to say. And then I said, why is she asking that?
You didn't.
She trying to confirm that meeting because it just said location TBD. I said, she going to confirm that meeting. And in my mind, after we was finished, I was going to meet with Courtney. I was going to go home and go to bed.
Oh, no.
Because I'm tired. I got my lashes done because we're going to New York.
Good, yeah.
Because we're going, I haven't been doing lashes as often as I used to because sometimes I think lashes look weird when you don't have makeup on. I feel like, girl.
Oh, I don't. That's my favorite.
Oh, my God. I feel like I look unbalanced.
How naturally beautiful I look with these lashes.
I can't stand it. I feel like it looks so unbalanced.
It's my favorite. You got to put a little lip gloss on. All of a sudden, you look like naturally.
Well, you know how I am. I'm either looking like a bum or I'm looking glammed. Yeah, there's no in between for me. So having lashes and like sweatpants that have like bleach and a hole in them don't make sense.
Hello.
So anyway, she didn't finish till like 2:00
in the morning.
Yes, like 1:40, because Joe got a leg cramp. Yes, he texted us and was like, "Do you guys have painkillers?" And I was like,
was he upstairs?
Yes.
He was in the house?
Yes.
Okay.
So I like went upstairs. Kev was asleep. So I go upstairs and I'm like, what? Like, what's happening in your world? Why do you need painkillers? This kid has the hugest cramp in his, like, you could see. I can't even do it. You could see it. It was his entire.
Jesus.
What this must have called? Quadricep.
Yeah, amen.
And what's the whole hamstring? But it's one when they both cramp together.
Hello.
It's called a hamstring.
It was hurting.
The whole thing, quad ham, hard as a rock.
Oh no.
So I gave him 2 bananas. I had some because potassium. We didn't have any pickle juice. And I gave him some pickle juice helps. And we had water, obviously, but I had the IVs, the liquid IV.
Oh, yeah. Powder.
Yes. And I gave him 2 of those, and Kev just
massaged it out.
It was still pretty bad this morning. He actually didn't go to school this morning. I'm like, I need to schedule a sports massage. It was so bad. And I told him, I said, Joe, your body is telling you have to stretch. You went from not working out at all when we were on Christmas break to back full-fledged. He's been playing, my baby's been playing 10. I just learned what this meant.
I was going to say, what does this mean?
Yes. So tell the people what it means, Joshua.
Basically, it's an unofficial midfielder because they do a defensive offense.
Got it.
Right?
Yes. So I love it. So for y'all, I don't know if they can hear you. It means he plays the midfielder. We have been saying this from the beginning. Joe needs to play both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to play both sides. For years, I've said, y'all need to let my baby play both sides of the ball. He's not fully offense because he'll go on D, but sometimes when he's on defense, he can run the ball too.
Yeah.
No one has heard us. This coach has put this baby And I feel like it's the best thing for
Aww.
him. But it also means he's playing
both
sides of the field. So he's running a lot. And his little body, po thing, be tired. Okay? And he's putting a lot of pressure on it. Like a lot of, Joe works out. This baby, we went to Mexico for Christmas. He's in the hotel. The little man is put in the, what do you call it? Room service cart. And they do both of our rooms. He comes in our side. He said, are those your kids over there? We were like, yeah, that little one, he has a 6-pack. We were like, yes. Joe he doesn't eat sweets anymore.
Aww.
He does his little push-ups, his little sit-ups. Like Joe is like serious about like maintaining his body. But I'm like, you have to stretch. Like you can't not stretch.
Yeah,
like I know you're 15, you don't feel like you have to, but dude,
you have to.
You have to. Yeah. Like you can't abuse your body like this. So anyway, it was still there this morning and it was a mess. So it delayed my lashes probably by like an hour.
Got it.
And then I had to go back and they have to retape you.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
And it's a whole situation. So I was supposed to get up and do Pilates at 5 this morning.
Oh yeah.
Did not happen. I decided last night, I said, let me cancel this.
Oh.
Let me tell y'all to let somebody else take my spot. Because I'm not going to bed at 2 and waking up at 5.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to.
Doing it. Let's talk about HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Whether your solution is to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all three. Say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at a price you'll like, delivered right to your doorstep. Don't let recipe boredom strike because HelloFresh has more options than ever before. Dig into their biggest menu yet with over 45 dinner options to choose from weekly and even more market add-on items that suit any lifestyle. I've been trying to be really good now that like you're back in the swing of things. The holidays are over, trying to get your life together. And HelloFresh always saves the day for me. Micaiah goes to school some days. McKinley goes to school most days. It's just all the things. And so being able to quickly use my HelloFresh items that I've had delivered is one of my favorite things. One of the meals I feel like I've talked about before, the meatballs is one of my favorite HelloFresh items or menu items, and it's because everybody in my family likes it. The girls love it. The little sauce that it comes with is amazing.
We're such sauce people.
Man, listen, and they love a good sauce.
Man, we love sauce.
HelloFresh will cook you up with a sauce so quick, and the vegetables are always easy to make. They're usually roasted. I have never realized how many things I can roast until I started getting HelloFresh. I'm like, oh, carrots, throw them in the just roast them. It's fine. So anyway, it's absolutely my favorite. Go to HelloFresh.com/juice-free and use code juice-free for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/juice-free with code juice-free. It is HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Actually, in our last package, we got some breakfast items, and they've become Greg's favorite thing now.
Oh, I am on a no meat for breakfast kick right now.
Oh.
So we watched that stupid Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
Have you watched it about the twins? Don't watch it. It's going to ruin you. So it's a documentary on Netflix, and they take twins and then they give one like a plant-based lifestyle diet, and then they give the other person like a regular carnivore diet, and they're going to judge everything by the end. I only watched a little bit of episode 1, and I was like, I got to be out because you're about to ruin food for me. But they talked about how bad bacon and sandwich meat is, like lunch meat, and like I don't remember. Don't give me the line about the specifics, but it was enough for me to be like, oh, I shouldn't be feeding this to my family. So now I'm like on how many creative ways can I make breakfast without meat?
Oh,
wish me luck.
I recognize the narrative around bacon. I don't subscribe to it.
That's my problem. And when you're doing breakfast, Josh was like, me same. The thing is,
Whole Foods has an apple cinnamon bacon thick cut, and when I tell you, I've been getting that once a week, 4 pieces when we go in.
I'm going to get it today.
And it's thick cut. That's what I was gonna say, because if it's thick cut,
Girl.
That thin be pissing me off. He said that Whole Foods has an apple cinnamon thick cut bacon.
Imagine that. I'm getting it.
I want to stop by Whole Foods so bad right now. Oh, I'm itching.
I like bacon.
Me too.
I will take everything else out.
Because how do you have breakfast without it?
It's so good. It's so good.
Why couldn't
it taste nasty?
That's why it should. I take the they're like French toast in the shape of a waffle.
Yep.
And
those
then
are Makai's favorite.
The boys love it too. And then I do a fried egg with cheese and bacon, and it's almost like a McGriddle. It's so good as a breakfast sandwich.
That sounds good.
You had the, are those the ones you talk about from Trader Joe's?
No,
I get mine from Ralph's.
You just get them at the
Griddle cakes.
griddle cakes.
I'm about to put you on.
Josh is over
Joshua
here.
said there's griddle cakes at Trader Joe's.
Those are the buns.
And you use those as the buns. So
And there's like little syrup pockets in the cakes.
Oh,
it's literally
syrup.
like a McGriddle.
It's syrup pockets in the cake.
It's not like full of syrup.
Yeah.
But like
Like the glaze.
Yes. I'm about to try this. I make the boys this the other
That
day.
sounds
We were
fire.
asking the boys, like, what is your favorite things that you make? Of course, Isaiah's things are all like meatloaf,
Yes.
shepherd's
Yeah,
pie,
yeah.
chili.
That
Like
boy.
Isaiah is a
Hearty.
carnivore. Yeah, he loves like food, right? Joe is like, I really like the breakfast sandwiches that you make. He like loves them. So I try to like find creative ways to do them. I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to get these Trader Joe's
those
things
sound amazing.
and get you a little egg and some cheese and some bacon. Oh my God. It's so good. I got croissants and I make breakfast sandwiches, but with croissant bread. Oh my God. You
That sounds
can't
fire.
tell me I'm not a freaking like bakery. Like,
Hello?
do I make the bread? No, but like everything is fresh though.
It's fine. It's fine.
I find so much joy. I tell the boy, I just started this actually through therapy, recognizing that I enjoy making breakfast for my family, and because I don't always have time to make dinner,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I do make a point of like trying to make really good stuff. So I do like blueberries and cream or strawberries and cream, raspberry and cream. Don't do that though. It's low key very tart. But blueberries or the breakfast sandwiches. I just decided I'm gonna get a waffle maker and start making waffles from scratch. Like, all of these things bring me so much joy. And so now I'm on like, how many different ways can I make breakfast? I made a casserole with hash browns and eggs and peppers and onions and ground sausage.
Oh, that sounds fire.
I was freaking Cracker Barrel. Okay. I was Cracker Barrel.
I've been making breakfast potatoes. Breakfast
The
hash.
diced ones?
Yes.
So good.
With the peppers. I've been doing it, and literally yesterday. Yes. You dice them up.
You make the potatoes from scratch?
Yes. Yes.
I never did that.
Greg yesterday was like, "What's up with you? You keep making these potatoes for breakfast." I was like, "Don't be a hater." Me and McKinley, we're all in. Dice them up yourself. Get the potato, dice it up yourself. Put the peppers in there, the onions with ketchup, and then you scramble some eggs.
Man, so good.
With the apple cinnamon bacon.
That's what I need.
I'm going to go get it. I
doing
always
it.
buy the pre-made diced potatoes, but then I just add fresh
I
peppers
mean, it takes
and
time
onions.
you got to dice them up, but it's
Do you fry the potatoes?
So yes, well, no. What I've been doing is you put them in the air fryer so they can get kind of soft, and then you take them out and put them on the skillet and make them crispy. You got to crisp them up.
You got to crisp them up.
You put them, and then they get crispy, and then you eat them. It is good.
I'm gonna have to try this. I've never done
it's
that.
phenomenal. It's my favorite.
I've only ever bought them out of the red packet. I don't know who makes them, or
Girl.
Ida or whatever.
Do it.
Okay,
I don't know how we got here.
Me
'cause we were
either.
supposed to play
Pop the
this.
Trunk.
Pop the trunk.
Joshua can play.
Play it.
Either way, any of them.
Do the laundry.
Okay, Mel said do laundry.
So I want to pop the trunk on laundry and how ghetto and just crazy it is. So first of all, by the time I get to fold the clothes that I washed last week, now it's time to wash more clothes. It just never stops. Laundry. And then, not to mention, you can do a fluff and fold and, drop your laundry off or whatnot. But I don't be trusting people. Like, are you sniffing my drawers or just being weird? Did you keep one of my socks? Because,
Hello.
you never have
2 socks.
all of your socks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's ghetto. It's dumb.
Woo!
But you need clean clothes.
I agree.
You just have to do it every week. But I hate it. I don't like it. If I can throw it all away and just buy new stuff every week, I would do that. But then I would miss my other stuff because I like my clothes. It's just all dumb. Just all dumb.
What in the me? Did I send that?
Girl.
Did I personally send that?
Laundry is the worst chore that exists.
Of all the chores.
It's so stupid.
It's so bad.
It's never ending.
It is never, ever ending.
And don't have kids because now it's like, it's just so many clothes to wash.
And they go through them so fast.
So fast.
And then the whole thing, this is a joke that I have because one day when I do stage time, which will never happen, it will be my joke.
Come on, hot 15.
Yeah, I got my hot 15 seconds. That clothes are lazy. Mm-hmm. This is my theory. Clothes are lazy.
Okay.
Because why do I have to buy you?
Amen.
Pick you out, put you on, wash you, dry you, fold you, and put you
back
up.
Away.
What do you offer
do?
me? What do you offer me?
Except not fitting. Because eventually they'll stop fitting.
Yes.
Or get a hole.
Get a hole.
Now they're damaged. They're bleached.
And don't let them be too long. Now I got to get them hemmed. You're expensive.
Oh my gosh.
It's so many things that you have to iron them.
Oh my gosh.
And don't accidentally put the hanger through this way and now your shirt is bent out of shape.
Yo.
The jeans never fit right.
Ever.
The hanger, you either got to get the specific hangers and then they break, or you have to put a sweater on the part, but then this part hangs down.
Oh my goodness.
It's so many things that I have to do to care for clothes. I just want to understand, why did Adam and Eve mess up? Why can't we go back to the days of
no clothes? I was like, "Ooh, girl, what's the connection here?" But it's because we got to wear clothes now.
Yes, because of them. They became enlightened, and now all of us know we're naked. Let's go back to not knowing.
Amen. Because it's so much.
It's so much. I hate everything about it.
Are you good about folding your clothes after
you
wash them?
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
So we just started, because I hate laundry. This is the one chore I do not like. I will wash, no problem. Dry, no problem. And then they will sit in a basket because I'm not folding and I'm not putting them away.
My clothes. Okay, keep going.
The problem with the wash and fold is this. So Kev was like, finally, you don't have to do everything, Melissa. We're going to do the wash and fold.
Yes.
You still have to put the clothes away.
Oh, yeah.
You still have to put the clothes away. I don't mind the washing. I don't mind the drying. Now I just have clean clothes, same as before, that I still have to put away. You have solved nothing.
Yeah, yes.
I have plastic bags and hangers because I don't want the hangers from the Fluff and Fold. They're the little cheap, stupid wire hangers that I don't want because I'm trying to have a freaking aesthetic closet. And so now I got to take them off that hanger, put them on another hanger, and then hang them up. This is added steps.
Yes.
I didn't ask for any of this.
I hate it. Except you're better than me though. The part I stop at, I put clothes in the washer.
That's it.
And then 3 days later, Greg be like, "You gonna finish washing them clothes?" I'll be like, "Dang, I gotta run them again." and then I be like, "Dang, I gotta run it again." And then a week later, I'll be like, "Dang, run it again. Sorry." But Kelly be like, "Mom, I don't have any socks." Well, run it again. They're in there. I haven't washed them. I always forget my clothes. I put them in there and I don't think about it again. And then my problem is, to your point about fluff and fold, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Listen, if I don't do the whole process, then I'm not going to do any of the process. So like sometimes when I put them in the washer, Greg will take over and he'll be like, "Okay, I'll put them in the dryer for you." And then he'll take them out and be like, "Okay, here they are in the basket." And then 2 days later, he'd be like, "Okay, I folded your clothes." And I'd be like, You can't interrupt my process. If you fold it, that means you got to put away. It's a zone. I have to do all the steps. If you interrupt my steps, now it's your steps. So your steps are ordered, not mine. So that's your business.
Do you watch both clothes? You watch Greg, and the girls?
No. I don't wash Greg's clothes.
You don't?
Greg washes his clothes.
Oh, wait. What? You wash yours and the girls?
I wash mine. Sometimes I wash the girls. Greg washes his and he washes the girls. Y'all got to get y'all a domestic man. That's where you messed up. You better return the one you got.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Because I don't wash clothes. Because I be bad about he probably hates me. He probably like, just wash the clothes.
That is so
It take me 2 weeks to wash clothes. I am so bad at it.
So when your clothes are sitting in the washer, you're actually the enemy of progress because no one else can wash.
Well, and that's why he started doing it, because he would be like, Mel, I'm trying to wash. And I would be like, well, run mine again because now they stink. Put more detergent in there.
Oh my God, that is hysterical. Oh my God. Yeah. I just stopped washing the boys' clothes.
They wash now?
They wash their own, and then we started doing the fluff and fold, but only me and Kev.
What?
I am on my Bill Cosby. I have money. You are broke.
You're not gonna get
No. Correct. Exactly. So you need to learn responsibility. And if they have their clothes in there, like yesterday, I meant to put this in the document. I have never more felt like Mary Marshall. That's my mama than yesterday. I woke up and I'm on this like organization kick. So all of these boxes came in. I opened all of them. I got a picture. I organized the boys under their sinks. And this is the problem. You go in with good intention. All the stuff came. I'm very excited. Oh, I walked in there and Joe was laying on the bed and I was about to do the thing and I saw a corner of the wall and it had all these fingerprints on them. Now the whole house has to get up.
Everyone.
So Joe was like, can I go to my friend's house? Isaiah wanted to get a date. I said, no one will leave this house.
Oh, Lord.
You got laundry in here. Oh. Your bed isn't made. Why is this over here? This is over floor. Is this your underwear? Are they dirty or are they clean? Why are they on the floor? You want to go on a date? I bet you won't. If I go downstairs to your room and your room is not clean, I will cancel your date. I don't care who's on the way. Because Vinny was coming to pick him up. I will tell Vinny to head home. Clean up your room. Make up your bed.
Mary Marshall.
I had bleach and Ajax and I was scrubbing my walls and organizing the sink. That's all I wanted to do. I want to make a cute little video about how I was organizing the sink. And all of a sudden, I was rage cleaning.
Oh.
Everybody, get up.
Everybody's confused.
Yes, because this is my problem.
You be whispering to your brother like, bro, what?
They'll walk in. I know they were. Joe's phone was going off the whole time. Tell your friends I'm on your last nerve and do it while you're scrubbing this floor. I do not care because you came in here, Mom, can you, Mom, and can I? Every time you come in my room, it's can I. It's never look what I did. So what I want you to do is go do something.
Always can I. It's never look what I did.
Correct. Can I grab the broom? Can I take the scrubber from you and clean these walls? Can I mop the floor?
That's why
and this is why you don't get fuff and fold. How about that? How about this is how we're all spending the Saturday morning? Since I woke up this morning and decided how I'm going to spend my Saturday morning was organizing y'all stuff, and you're laying on your bed, texting and playing the game, and you're down here watching wrestling, get up. Because it's 1 o'clock, the sun is shining. Why are you in the bed? Talking about, can I go on a date? No, you can't go on a date.
I know, I'm in trouble. I didn't do it.
I was rage cleaning. My house smelled like bleach by the end of.
I'm sure.
Simple Green, Ajax, and bleach. No, I don't use Fabuloso. No, it just smells good. Child, I lit that candle. By 3 o'clock, my house was spotless. The boys was out of the house. Yay, me.
It's always can I. This is great. This is black motherhood at its best.
Literally, I said, "Ooh, I have turned into Mary." Because when I tell you, I promise you, I didn't wake up with the intent of going on. I didn't. I was like, "Oh, my Amazon packages arrived. I could do my little situation." Da 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 da. Chad, I went in there, and the Lord dropped in my spirit, "You need to be pissed off."
The Lord didn't drop that.
Yes, He did.
Hey, Jesus ain't got nothing to do with that.
This is the day for you to be
kids.
pissed
He was trying to go on a date. He was trying to go hang out. And now this woman is tripping.
I sure was. I don't care. Okay. Anything else on that? Because we went long. Next one.
Should we do that? What time
okay.
is it? Listen, if you're anything like Melissa and ranting and raving at your kids, at your husband, probably at your dog, you probably should go to therapy. And that's why we are so glad to have BetterHelp as a sponsor of this podcast. What are some things you want to keep the same about yourself or your life in 2024? What are you already crushing at? Think opposite of New Year, New You. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. And therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. I am a fan of therapy. I've given you guys a couple of my therapy experiences before getting BetterHelp. And then since getting BetterHelp, Greg and I have been doing some couples counseling, couples therapy, which I love. It's really useful. It's remote, which is nice. And they have like really convenient times. Most therapists, especially when you're in person, it's like literally 9 to 5 and they may be across town. But with BetterHelp, it is virtual. Yeah. And they will meet with you at like 8, 9, or at least mine. She had times at 8 and 9 o'clock at night, which is just very convenient for my lifestyle. When I'm ripping and running and trying to put kids to bed, I don't always have convenient, regular working hour times to meet with somebody. And so anyway, BetterHelp has been very convenient, very helpful, very useful. And obviously we've been able to benefit in many ways from it. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've made. Visit BetterHelp.com/GJ to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
GJ.
All right.
We're going to knocked over your whole laptop when I put mine down. You want to do what?
Another one, or all we did was laundry, child?
We can do another one. We can do one more because I don't have much on the back end.
Okay.
Depends on what you have.
On my hood,
don't we love it?
I look fly. I look good. Touch my
Hey, y'all. Just want to say I love the show.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, I have to pop the trunk on my mama. So I got divorced last year. My daughter and myself, we moved back home with my mom, which is a pop the trunk in itself, child. But anyway, I say that for another time. So my ex-husband's son and his girlfriend had a baby. My daughter's super excited because she's going to be an auntie. I knew that the baby shower was coming up. I did not receive an invite, which I was not expecting to receive one.
Pause.
I purchased a gift.
Yeah, I got confused because she said my
ex-husband's son had a baby. So it's like, so that means her daughter that's her stepbrother. So that's me. It's
her old stepson?
Yes.
Her ex-stepson?
No.
And his girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay. So her daughter is now about to be an auntie. It's like you being an auntie to my kids.
Okay, go back.
Okay, I went back to...
It got confusing because she said my ex-husband's son.
Her stepson.
So my ex-husband's son and his girlfriend had a baby.
Got it.
My daughter's super excited because she's going to be an auntie. I knew that the baby shower was coming up. I did not receive an invite, which I was not expecting to receive one.
Okay.
So I purchased a gift and, give it to my daughter so she can have something to take to the shower. So the day of the shower, I had to work. I came home from work and nobody was at home. And I'm like, okay, I get the house to myself for a minute. I'm chilling. So later on, I hear the garage go up. I see both of them coming back in the house together. Me, still dingy as a bell, thinks, oh, what a coinky dink. They came back home at the same time. How odd is that? Only to find out my mom got an invite to the baby shower And she said no words to me about it. Now, any other time, my mama is talking my head off about nothing. And all of a sudden, this baby shower thing comes up and she says no words to me. So I'm popping the trunk on my mama because apparently she's my op.
She's my op. It's hilarious.
Okay, so the they that came home was her mama and her daughter.
Yes.
Because they both attended the baby shower.
Right. Is mama wrong?
Yes.
I think so too. You got to at least say something. You got to at least say so. Even if you go, you got to say, now why would they invite me to this baby shower?
Why would she be invited and why would she go? Your mama would go.
100%.
Hey, Mary Marshall
is going to the baby shower.
Mom is absolutely
She's
going.
without a shadow of a doubt.
And
mom's
we
going.
Would be.
Yes,
we would
with
be
the
on the
gift.
chat. Oh, she is going. We are going to be on the text chat talking about mama going to the thing.
Why would you go though?
People be being nice. But also, you know what? And this is to the point of Mary Marshall. People, and actually it reminds me of the conversation I was having with my coworker. I am very much a person that like, oh, is this part of my life done? Okay, moving on. I can be done with you very quickly and not like in an offensive way. I just don't. I'm not a person that wants to maintain relationships. I like a hard cutoff. All right, we're done here. It was great communicating with you regularly. Now we don't have to do that anymore. So bye. I wish you all the best. But there are people who are not like that, who really enjoy. Jason was like this.
He was
very
like that.
much enjoy maintaining 100%. And nurturing relationships with people. And I have always been really bad at it. So maybe mama just was just trying to maintain a relationship.
Is that something you feel like you would ever consider working on, or are you cool with the way that you are?
I'm fine with it. I've gotten feedback about it, but I personally am fine with it. I have experienced too many people who maintain relationships and that they should let go.
That's true. And
because of that reason, I probably go too far to the other side, but I don't ever want to keep somebody in my life that shouldn't be. And so I will... This and again, not offensively, but
this season is done. Bye.
I love a new season.
So I'm making sure mom's not texting, but I think she's at the chat. So what is so funny is that one of my things that I am really truly working on this year, I think we talked about, I don't remember.
Friendships? We talked about that for
you. We did talk about it? Okay, I'm like, I don't know if I said it on the podcast or in my real life. I don't remember. Is friendships, because one of the I have to take this boot off. I feel like it's cutting.
I like the colors.
These boots are on Amazon.
Link in the bio.
Yeah, I will link them. But when I tell you I have a gold pair and a silver pair, and when I tell you I love these gold and silver boots, wait until I want to wear an all white outfit and put these with it.
Oh, that's gonna be
in
fire.
my mind is so cute.
That's
like
gonna be great.
These shoes are. Listen, I don't halfway wear them because they are definitely a statement. But like, get you a pair. They're like not very expensive.
Hilarious.
Anyways, one of the things I'm working on this year is that because LA is so lonely. Oh my God. And I was telling Kev that it's hard for me in Washington, let me backtrack. In Washington, because we had friends we went to high school with and college with, and we socially interacted at church. And because all of our kids were the same age and we hung out for birthday parties, and on Sundays we would often do dinner or whatever, I didn't really understand. I shouldn't say understand. I didn't have to maintain relationships because it was natural in like the fabric of my everyday life.
Right.
In LA, it's a job.
Yes.
It's full, and you have to be very intentional about it. It's so exhausting. For a long time in my time with LA, I think it was really fine. The last couple years, I have found, this is very lonely. This is a very lonely, I won't say town, because I also understand I didn't grow up here. And so my experience in Washington is very much not here because I, picked up and moved. But for me, it is a very lonely town. There's not a lot of friends. And that's why I was saying, like, I'm trying to be very intentional this year about cultivating relationships that aren't, the basis of them is not work.
Right.
The basis of them is literally, I won't say who, but I've been reaching out to actually 2 people in particular, like, being a desperate Debbie. Hi, what are you doing? Do you want to go for lunch? Hi, what are you doing for lunch? So one of the girls, not being like annoying, but like really like being intentional about like, I would love to do lunch with you. Like, let me know when you're available, whatever. So one of the girls was like, oh my God, like, let's do lunch. I was like, now girl, I got 11 things on my agenda today, so I couldn't end up doing it. But like, I was really appreciative she reached out. I was like, we definitely need to like circle back. Like, I don't have to work with you. You don't do social media like that. Like, the basis of this friendship can be, you're really cool.
Yeah.
I'm really cool. Let's just be cool and go to lunch.
Let's just be cool.
And not film it. And not make content, and tell me about your child and your life, and I'll tell you about mine, and it'll just be great. Because I feel like the relationships that I've had prior to here, that was it, and it was enough.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am craving, and I literally mean craving, those type of relationships again, because 10 years here, almost 11, and I'm like, oh, it's starting to hit me that I don't have those like deep friendships here, and I realizing I'm missing them a lot, actually. So it's not something you are working on cultivating, can see yourself changing,
maintaining relationships that like are out of season.
No, not out of season relationships. Because I also, so this is the thing, are there relationships that go out of season? Yes, and I'm a believer in that. I concur. But I also think when you're just simply not intentional about maintaining relationships could just fizzle out. Not necessarily, and maybe that's the point, that season is over, but then you feel like you're always hopping to new relationships, and there's no like consistency of friendship.
Yeah. I mean, but we talked a little bit about this last week, which is that the phase of life that I'm in doesn't allow for that for me. And so
we did.
I have my very best friends, the people I consider my very best friends, Tiara and Dawn. Tiara texted the 3 of us this morning a Facebook memory of us in college. Actually, low-key was a sermon by me on Facebook. And literally Dawn was like, oh my gosh, we're almost going to hit 20 years of being friends. Like, I have those friendships, and we're all in a phase of life that we're not like, girl, I love you and I don't have time to tell you that. And I hope you know. And so one day, again, we'll be able to do the things that we used to. Right now ain't it. So anyway, all of that to say, maybe that's why, maybe because I have these like lifelong friends that I value and know that if I really need them, they gonna come. And if they need me, so I don't, because I have those friends and then I have my sisters, I don't care about the rest of y'all.
There's no hole.
And I've just always been that way.
There's no void.
I don't feel like I will bye. I hope y'all have a good life. Like, and again, it's no slight and it's not meant to be, offensive. It's just how I am. And I personally don't have a problem with it, so I don't plan on changing it either. Like, we have such a close sister relationship, even family relationship, and then I have my girls. So I just don't, not that I'm not open to more, but I'm also not being intentional about growing more either.
That's hilarious. It is so interesting to me how you can have similar like we're having similar experiences, and then they land and you interpret them differently. Because I'll have like, Keita, Nicole, whatever. And even I would go as far as saying Shari and Sharice, they're
a good time.
Yeah, they're real love Shari and Sharice. Okay, I low-key be wishing they were here. I be wishing they were here because literally our group chat is just called Drinks and Apps, because they were the original people we did when we were not drinking, we knew them, and then when we started drinking, we knew them. And so for them, they actually find it funny. They'll sometimes be like, y'all remember y'all used to judge us for drinking it? Yeah, it's actually really funny. Anyways, So I have those friendships. I obviously have my sisters.
Yeah.
I talk to Monique all the time. I low-key be on the phone being like, hi, Miss Marshall, how was your day? Because she's a teacher now. Anyway, so the point is I have those. I still am yearning. Like there's still a void for me. It's just so interesting. I was having this conversation with Kevin. He was like, yeah, actually, I think we're having the same experience, but like, it's not the same for me. And I was like, it's very interesting to me how things land on people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, no, that's true for me too. That's true for me too. Why do I feel like I have this void? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? And it's something here in LA that because that doesn't exist here, that as of late, I've been feeling like a void.
Interesting.
So anyway, it is very interesting. Anything else we want to add on that? We want to move on. I know we sent Josh 3, but I think 2's good.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, very good. Next is Black Twitter trends. This is going to be short.
Okay.
Have y'all seen the lady on the TikTok that met this dude on a dating app?
Match.com.
Thank you. And now she's finna get married.
And she keeps saying she gonna get married in 30 days. I met him and I'm finna get married in 30 days.
Have y'all seen this story on the TikTok? It is so interesting because she's old.
47.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's pushing 50. And
he's 52.
Yes. And they met. And when I tell you this woman is in love for all that it's worth.
Oh my.
It is and she's a Black woman.
Yep.
And is like, I know that I love him. What is so interesting is that it's almost like watching, you guys know we used to watch Married at First Sight. You know, in the beginning of Married at First Sight, how in love and how perfect. Everything. And we communicate.
Yes.
And I feel like I can be myself and they understand me. And I know we just met, but it's as if we met and we've known each other since we were kids.
The stars have aligned.
And I've just never felt more myself.
Yes.
Than I am with this person I literally just met.
Yes.
Where have you been? Fast forward 2 weeks and they're like at each other's throats about to die. Like
on the
kill
show,
each other
not this
on
lady.
the show. Yeah. And I feel like that's what's happening here when you can so quickly over romanticize a relationship in the beginning.
My.
And so this is so bad to say out loud, I want her to get married like immediately.
Oh.
Like I want her to get married like tomorrow.
She's been married before though, which is so
I know.
weird because you would think, I wonder how long she was married the first time. Because
she's got to be in love with love.
Okay.
What you about to say? Say your whole thought though.
Because if you've been married before, you know that shit gets real. So why are you allowing yourself to play the fool? Why would you allow yourself to entertain the idea that shit doesn't hit the fan when when you know it hits the fan at some point?
It will.
It will.
And that's why I want her to get married.
I would never. There's amazing parts to relationships, love, and marriage. There's also not amazing parts. To be on the internet just, oh my God, you guys.
Professing.
I love him. Oh, it's alignment. He's amazing. We just know each other. I mean, there's also a part of, there's probably a little jadedness in there. Because I also would never allow myself.
I know, but don't you hate that?
Fantastical about anything.
I feel like we are not romantic enough as people.
I agree.
I feel like I was talking to someone just yesterday and she was explaining this story about this guy she was seeing for a little while. And she literally said it was so dreamy. And I was like, what world do you live in where you're experiencing something and the word that you use to describe it is dreamy?
It's amazing.
I want to live in that world.
My feet are planted on the ground. They don't never float.
You don't want to go?
They don't never float, child. They be like, girl,
I want to lift. I want to rise. I want to because sometimes I am so me.
Yes.
And like so grounded that I want to levitate sometimes.
Amen.
I want to say like, oh my God, this is like dreamy. I don't know if maybe I have had a dreamy experience, but I would never describe it as dreamy.
Yeah.
Like and then she told this other story where she was saying that, something was happening and this guy came and picked her up on his skateboard. And so they skateboarded from where she was back to his house. And she was like, it was so cute. It was like something out of a movie. I probably would have been like, it's cold.
I would not have done
in the
that.
middle of the night, a skateboard?
I would not.
Call me an Uber so I can turn the heat on.
I am out. Absolutely.
But the thing is, being enough to like,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
like, understand, appreciate the moment.
Yes.
As like, this is sweet and like low-key romantic, and we're gonna be on this skateboard, and I'm gonna put my hand, I'm romanticizing what I'm imagining, put my hands around you, and we're gonna ride through the city together and then get home. That's not how I describe this.
I feel like what is your version of that though? Because the example of a skateboard is just also, whether I'm dreamy or not, I'm not getting on the back of your not a skateboard. A skateboard? Bro, you gotta pull up in a motorcycle and I will let this weave blow in the wind, child. Okay? I won't even care if my tracks are showing. We can do that. I'm not getting on the back of your skateboard.
I don't know that I have.
I will be dreamy on the back of a motorcycle with Goldilocks in the wind.
I don't know. I don't daydream, so I don't know what is dreamy. I'm way too practical and realistic to live in a dream world, I feel like. What is your dreaminess?
Somebody said it's the rom-com of it all. It's a rom-com. What is your like rom-com-y vibe?
And I love rom-coms.
Okay.
They're low-key like some of my favorite movies to watch are full-on comedies, and then like rom-coms are like, I'm like legit for them.
I love a good carnival date. Take me to the carnival and I feel like we're in like a movie. At the carnival, like Win Me a Teddy Bear.
And then win a teddy bear.
I'm all in on that.
I need to recreate this.
Give me the sweets, buy me a little cone or something. What do they have? Cotton candy. Cotton candy. I'm all in on that version of a rom-com.
So that's your dreamy date.
Well, sure. I mean, it depends. How dreamy can I go?
You're too dreamy.
I mean, if we're going to Greece, I'll dream in Greece. I'll be on skateboard in Greece.
Is that dreamy though?
For me,
I don't feel is Greece dreamy, like rom-com-y dreamy?
Maybe not. It's just a thing I want to do.
Go lower. This is like, I do too though. Don't get me twisted. I want to go and be in the waters on a yacht.
Yes.
Listen, these are the things I want to do in my life. Okay. I don't know that I would call it dreamy though.
Okay, all right. Well,
I don't
stick
know.
with my carnival then. What's your version?
No, I think that's it. I think carnival is good. I don't know. What is something that's truly dreamy? I'm hoping my vow renewal is dreamy.
There you go. It's going to be in Mexico on the beach.
This is 6 months from now.
Walking on the beach is not dreamy.
During the sunset?
During the sunset?
Are we talking about for the vow renewal? Or are we talking about in real life? Because it'd be cold on the water, and then I'd be cold, and then I wake up out of my dream cold. So then I want blanket.
Okay, so in the summer when it's hot.
During the day?
Sure. I mean, it's your dream.
This why I don't dream.
All right, circle back. 12 weeks, 12-week year, and give us at the end of this.
I need to recreate this though. Now I have like an idea in my head that I need to create my dreamy date.
Absolutely. Picnic is a pick. I hate bugs, so I'm out on picnics.
See, this is why we're terrible at this.
I'm out on picnics.
Can we detach from like the
can't.
coldness,
No.
the realness of it, and then appreciate it for the dreamy, rom-com-y, romantic gesture that it is?
Not if bugs are involved. For me.
So your thing
and yours is not as cold. If cold is involved, you're
if
out.
cold's out, I'm out.
Okay, so
I'm waking up out that dream so fast if I'm cold.
Okay.
Is it carnival for me? Do I have to get on the rides?
No.
I could just walk around and play the little stupid games?
It's your dream.
Would I describe it that way though? Child, I don't know. I feel like I need to do a therapy session of this. I'm too realistic.
Better help. HELP.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Anything else on that? What?
I had a meeting at 2.
Well,
she emailed me, huh? That woman hates me. Okay, anyway. Pietra.
I want to say so much things, but I won't say. Yes.
Yes.
We are family,
anyway, okay.
like
well, I didn't miss the meeting now, so
tree.
let's just do. I'm going to do my last. You want to talk about the trust? Oh, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go. You could just do the last part. We don't have to do the trust. If you haven't watched The Trust, let me just say this.
Yep.
If you haven't watched The Trust, watch it. And next week, we will talk about it because the finale is the week after that. But new episodes drop on Wednesday. It is on Netflix. It is one of their, what'd you call it? Social experiment, reality TV meets game competition show, which Netflix does phenomenally well. So good, binge worthy. And then we can talk about it next week.
Okay. So then I just want to quickly, I'm going to tell y'all about a trial that I'm following. It was supposed to be quick, and this thing is turning out longer than I anticipated. Okay. But there's a man in Florida, and y'all know how I feel about Florida and Florida men. He is representing himself in a case in which a man was killed. And what the police are saying happened is that it was there was a woman named Paula, who she was doing some kind of drug deal. She apparently didn't pay. She took the drugs but didn't pay. And so the woman she didn't pay set up for her to get robbed, set up for Paula to get robbed. Okay.
That's poetic justice.
Mind you, Paula lives in they call it the tree house. It's not really a house. It's a structure and some trees. Okay. She doesn't have a ton of money. Okay. But homegirl sets Paula up to be robbed. The woman is robbed. And during the robbing, her neighbor comes upstairs because he hears her screaming, and he is then killed while he is trying to save her. Right. Okay. So now his name is Franklin Ty Tucker. He's a white man. That you may think that he's a black man, but he's a white man. Anyway, the guy that Ty is alleged to have done the robbery, and then there's a black man who's already in jail because he was convicted of the robbery and the homicide. So now Ty is on trial, and he is representing himself. And listen, anybody who represents themselves in a trial, I assume that you are not all the way there. Okay,
I be thinking the opposite. Well, it depends.
How many trials have you watched of people representing themselves?
None.
Okay.
But it could be so bad that they good. You could be so dumb that you smart.
No. Many times people representing themselves be stupid. Okay. They be stupid. I mean, and not to say that people haven't and won, because it exists where people have won. But my immediate thought is this is going to be a shit show. So let me tune in. So day one, he does his opening statement, and he says in the opening, the woman who was robbed, Paula, is my witness. I'm going to bring her on the stand, and she's going to tell y'all that it was not me who robbed her. And I said, hold on. Your star witness is the victim? The state? Why would you, as the state, why would you be prosecuting a case in which the victim is going to testify
on your behalf?
That said, that he didn't rob her. That alone is that's a choice. You've made a choice. So, okay, whatever. He does his opening statement, and he says that they don't have no evidence that I did this. So I'm like, okay, he's doing decently. Day one happens. It was hilarious. But he gets into, detectives come on the stand, and Homeboy is basic. My point is, Homeboy is doing decently. And I'm not convinced that he's going to lose.
Because they so dumb. They be smart.
I think the prosecution sucks. And I think Ty, he's pissing the judge off because he don't understand the way court procedures go, which is natural, right? If you're defending yourself, all you want to do is talk about the evidence. And there are certain things, like as an example, he had some evidence that he wanted to present to the witness. And so he just brought it up to the witness, and you can't do that, right? You have to make sure the defense has to say that they've seen it. You have to show the judge, everybody has to seal it, say this is official. He said this is exhibit 1. The judge said this is defense exhibit A, not 1. It was a whole thing. So he's like filling.
He said A is first is A.
He's figuring himself. He's figuring things out. But he impeached meaning discredited.
Yes.
The lead investigator of the case.
That's what I'm talking about.
She was an investigator, and it turns out, and he is the one who put this out. The chief of the station wrote a recommendation for her to no longer be an investigator in the homicide. And it was because of investigative deficiency. She has also, in regards to his case, she had gotten in trouble because she held on evidence in his case. She didn't turn it into to where evidence goes.
You
she
about
kept
to
it
lose
in
your
her
job.
position. So now she went from being a detective, and now she's a 911 dispatcher, which is not a badged job. She said they were going to let me be a police officer, but I said I didn't want to.
Girl, you're
so
lying.
I said I wanted to do 911 dispatch. So now she's not even an officer. And so he has her on the stand, and he is eating her up.
Oh, we need to know, when should it be done? He's white doing this?
Yes. So today, this is how he messed up. I got to make the video for today, because today he comes in to trial. He came late again. He was late yesterday.
Late?
He was late. And the judge was
To
like,
your trial about you, that you're representing you?
so the judge was like, Mr. Franklin, why are you late today? And he said, I called. He said, this morning I went to go see Paula, because Paula's in the hospital.
Oh.
Okay. And so he says to the judge, he says, it's not funny. It's not funny. Hold on. It's not funny. He tells the judge, he says, I filed a motion, an emergency motion, to have Paula testify today because the doctor says she may not live till Friday, when it's going to be my turn to present my case. So we need to push her up because he's like, she literally may not be able to at all because she may not be alive.
Excuse my tardiness, but there's an urgent matter. By Friday,
Literally.
my star witness may be dead.
Literally. That is what he said.
Can she talk today, though? Is she on her way out the door?
So he was saying, can we have her testify today? I need to interrupt the state's presentation of the case, and she needs to testify today. And so the judge was, when I tell you that man was pissed off, he was in there like, no, sir. The state was like, he posted a picture on Instagram this morning of the two of them, and she was just on live yesterday saying, yes, the state was like, she seems fine to us. Anyway, the judge said no. She can't testify today. He said, this man said, if she doesn't make it, we have her deposition. So we will play her deposition.
This is the thing. I'm going to tell you right now.
See, that's why I said it's not funny. I'm not laughing.
No.
She could not be alive.
I would want him to represent me because this is thorough.
Yes.
This man said, in the event of death,
She could die.
we have a deposition, but I would prefer, she be able to come in today.
We need to be able to interview her.
But I figured you might say no, so I have her deposition.
No. The judge said we have her deposition.
Oh.
He is not trying to use the deposition. He wants her to testify. The judge said if she dies, we have her deposition, so we'll be all right.
Oh, he wants to question her. He's trying to get her impeached too.
Well, he trying to put her in front of the jury. The judge said no. And so the judge was like, we're going to continue on with today. And so they continued on with the deputy who he did impeach, which was he's doing a decent job, is my point.
Well, can we touch and agree that that Hannah Paula make it to Friday?
I know. I want her to make it.
Jesus, let her make it.
I want her to, because it's gonna be interesting.
I want to see him talk to her. Because what you gonna ask her?
Also, and then we can go. The getaway driver in this situation is the state's witness, and he's supposed to testify either tomorrow or Thursday, and that's going to be interesting because imagine, okay, the getaway driver who has testified that this man participated in this crime, and now he's going to cross-examine himself. This is going to be a shit show. This is going to be funny. So anyway, that's what I'm watching.
Do we actually believe he did it? Was he in the car with him or no?
So what's really interesting, I don't know, because he made clear, he said, he asked the investigator, when did I become a suspect in this case? Because you guys talked to me multiple times. I told you the other guy's name. When did it turn on me? And she said, well, when we talked to the getaway driver, he said your name. And then when we talked to the black guy who's now in jail, she said the black guy said you were with him, said he was with you, and then you said you was with him, and y'all said y'all was with the getaway driver. So if they did it and y'all was all together, you did it too. essentially. And so he's like, you don't have no evidence that I did this except their word.
Okay, so was he there and they don't have evidence, or was he just simply not there?
And that's what we don't know. That's what I don't know. I can't tell if he did it. I really can't. I mean, I really can't. I can't tell. I think he did, but I can't tell if he did it or not.
That's so interesting.
But the idea that you can, today the judge said, this is like, it's very frustrating. I'm giving you a lot of leniency, a lot of things that you are doing I would not allow an attorney to do, but this is America and you have the ability and the right to defend yourself. So we deal. So he's dealing.
Well, and actually a lot of law and court proceeding, court is simply formalities and procedural stuff. I mean, giving stuff to the other side and letting them review, I understand why that. But some of it is just simply, we prefer for you to say and do, and this means that. And he just want to say, excuse me, I have an emergency.
Yes.
I had called the 911 operator and said I was going to be late. I thought they was going to tell you.
They didn't tell you?
But they didn't tell you. You guys don't have like a I'm late line. So I went to the hospital and she's finna die.
Yes.
You want the deposition from her doctor?
It's been the other thing too, though, and that what you get to see is that there are rules and procedures, and you have the ability to object to things, and you have to know the law in order to know what you can object to. Mm-hmm. And so watching this, there's a thing called bolstering, right? If I ask you, who did your nails, and you go into the fact that I've gotten my nails done for years and this woman has this experience and I have this experience. Okay, now you're bolstering the testimony. You're not just answering the question. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of that is happening with like some of the witnesses, and he doesn't know to say, hey,
got it.
Because the detective, when the state was asking her about why she left and all of that, she goes into, well, my husband was sick, and so she's giving all this unnecessary
context,
stuff, and you don't know that you can say, hey, answer the question. That's giving too much context and information to the jury, who now may be sympathetic to her,
right.
And so now they're looking at her differently, right? So stuff like that is happening, where it's like, you see why the expertise, and there's a skill that's involved with being an attorney, not just, here's some evidence. I told you I ain't do it. It's a little bit more to that. You have to be able to play a game as well.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
Very interesting. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Next week, I am traveling to New York, and I get back on Monday. So we will be shooting again on Tuesday around the same time. It'll be Here's the Thing, The Bald and the Beautiful, and then Us. So we'll see you next week, Tuesday.
Bye.
All right. Bye.